Welcome back, Amiibros, to Donkey Kong Country. In the last episode, we entered the monkey mines and got introduced to two new animal buddies, Winky the Frog and Espresso the Ostrich. In this episode, we're going to be playing a game of red light, green light, and stop and go station. The main gimmick behind this level is that you have these enemies called Croc Rocks. That's how it's spelled, that's how it's pronounced, and I just died there. But, as I was saying, the main gimmick behind this level is that you have these enemies known as Croc Rocks. Croc Rocks are invincible. You can't kill them by jumping or throwing a barrel at them. See, as Diddy just demonstrated right there. The only way you can stop the Croc Rocks is by touching these barrels and turning the lights from green to red. Turning the lights red will make the Croc Rocks completely harmless, allowing you to bypass them. However, if the lights are green, the Croc Rocks will run around indefinitely and will pretty much kill you if you touch them. So you want to avoid these obstacles as best as you can and touch the barrels as quickly as you can, because they are on a timer, as you can no doubt see. Combined with the eerie and ominous music, the obstacles in this level make for it to be very frantic. And admittedly, this is one of my favorite levels because of that. Because while Donkey Kong isn't Sonic the Hedgehog, obviously, he's a big ape as compared to a tiny little hedgehog. And Jesus Christ, Donkey Kong, how did you avoid that? Oh my god, that was biting the balls of death right there. Ugh. Anyway, while Donkey Kong isn't Sonic the Hedgehog, I get a lot of joy out of just running through the levels and finishing DKC1 at my own pace. And admittedly, that's one of the reasons why I love DKC1 so much, is just I can get that satisfaction just by running through the levels and completing them at my own pace, even without getting the bonus rooms, you know? And at the time of me uploading this video, I have yet to play DKC2, and when I eventually play it, I'm pretty sure I'll 102% it eventually, but while I haven't played DKC2, I've seen Let's Plays of it, and, you know, the obstacles you have to go through just to get the quote-unquote true ending of the game, and while you can still play DKC2 like you would DKC1, I just get the feeling that if I were to do that, I wouldn't get the same kind of satisfaction as I would just doing a straight playthrough of this game, you know? Boy, with all this talk of DKC2, you'd think it's the next game for the channel, but unfortunately, DKC2 is not the next game for the channel. You'll just have to wait and see. Until then, we have our very first temple level of DKC1, Milestone Mayhem. And despite the music leaning too heavily on the atmosphere, in my opinion, I do like going through the temple levels, even though the enemy design, or specifically the enemy placement, can go fuck a duck. Also, hi Winky, been a long time since we've seen you. How you doing? How's the kids? What, you got a divorce? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, does Winky have a wife? That's something to ponder, you know? Considering that, you know, the Kongs have a lot of relatives that you'll be seeing as you go through the series. You know, DKC 1, 2, 3, 6, Donkey Kong 64, all that. You start to wonder, you know, where are the parents, and if they're still married or divorced or not. I don't know, just random Donkey Kong thoughts. But that was Milestone Mayhem, not really that enticing of a level. That's for the next world. Until then, we've got the boss of Monkey Mines, Necky, and his deadly nuts. It's not what you think. He's just swallowed a lot of nuts and he's trying to get them out of his throat. Luckily, the Kongs are here to help, in exchange for the bananas. Anyway, Necky will spit out nuts at you at varying heights, either from the left or the right of the screen. Jump over them and use the tire to jump on Necky a couple more times. And booyah, that's the end of the boss. And DK with the steal again. You are just taking advantage of your nephew's labor. I am ashamed of you, DK. I am ashamed. That is the second world you've done this crap, man. You really gotta stop it, Donkey Kong. You're becoming a greedy ape, Donkey Kong. You really need to stop it. Because that was still only part of Donkey Kong's entire banana horde. We still got 3 worlds to go. Starting in Vine Valley, we've got Vulture Culture. And before I get into the specifics of this level, I just want to comment on just the names of each one. If they're not an alliteration, then they just, sound really neat together. Again, an example, Vulture culture. Just try saying that to yourself 3 times fast without, like, giggling or being like, hey, it does sound really nice, But back to the main gimmick behind this level. Pretty much what you're going to be doing for this level is you're going to be launching yourselves out of the barrels at the correct timing, just so you can jump off the vultures who have so kindly lined themselves up in order to progress further in the level. When you launch yourself out of the barrel towards the vultures, be sure you're holding right on the control pad, just so you send yourself further and you don't undershoot your shot. Because that's happened to me quite a few times, especially when I was test playing this game. I died a few times because I just wasn't holding right on the control stick. Control pad, not a control stick. SNES does not have a control stick. That wasn't until the N64. God, get with the program, Vince. Jesus. But yeah, you don't want to undershoot your shots. Coming up next episode, actually, the next level, Treetop Town. I died quite a bit in that level when test playing, only because I kept fucking up my timing with the barrel launches. So yeah. When you jump off that cliff and you get the barrel to unlock this bonus room, be sure you don't go too forward to the right, because if you do, the bonus room will lock up on you. I've had that happen to me once when I was doing my test playthrough, and I was a little peeved because, I sacrificed a Kong just to get to that bonus room, and for making just a slight error, I got locked out of it. Kind of bullshit, and that's why Diddy killed himself. But by abusing invincibility frames, we complete Vulture culture, or finish Vulture culture. I'm not going to say it a third time because I know someone is expecting me to. I'm not that gullible, guys. Jeez. Anyway, next time on Donkey Kong Country, we progress further into Vine Valley. See you guys then.